Hey, what's up you guys? I'm going to do a little bit of a tutorial on a move that I like to call the wings, but I've heard other people call them 8-beat butterflies. Basically the whole concept is there's this line of symmetry going right down the center of the move, and it's constantly, no matter how many beats, which are typically always even, but you can make it odd by adding one in like that. But basically always there's this line of symmetry. The same thing can be done with the line of symmetry vertically, like this. It's a little bit more tricky. There's kind of a head twist in there, but anyways, basically that line of symmetry is still going. So this technically, wings isn't even necessarily a good move for it. So if somebody else has a good name for this sort of a move, I don't know, maybe we can get some good conversation going about this. But so anyways, if you're starting in a split time butterfly just like this, and say you want to start doing the wings to the left, what happens is the first movement is from here, your right hand comes up and goes over your left shoulder, and your left hand goes down by your left hip. And so that's step one. Step two is transitioning from side to side just like that. Keep in mind that all these beats are going to be done behind the back. That's kind of where it gets the wings name from, as far as from my vantage. But so, yeah, step one to here, step two, transition down like that. And you're doing this in a simple arcing motion. Your hands will cross just like that, really, but you're standing to the side and doing it while playing. Okay, so that's step one and two. Step three is the transition from this side over to this side. And so I'll show you that again. You come here, then there, and then you transition like that. And the transition, as far as with the bottom hand, is the trickiest part, because you're going from a beat behind the back in front of you to directly behind the back again. That's the trickiest part. The above the head one is pretty easy. You just kind of trace your head and you go on over to the other side. Okay, so just like you did with the other side, you know, the whole concept of the line of symmetry and mirroring the hands with what you're doing. From here to here to here, and then one more time you transition over with arcs to this one. And then for transitioning back, simple. Okay, now the same thing with the vertical line of symmetry. You're going to start in a regular butterfly this time. Line of symmetry is here. Regular butterfly this time. You can either start up here and go to here, or you can start here and go to here. But basically you always want that line of symmetry to stay stable. And every once in a while there's going to be some weird, not necessarily plane changes, just maybe phase changes, just the depth at which your planes are spinning. Here, and there's parts where you'll go from behind the back to in front, and then right back to behind the back. But so anyways, we're moving on to doing these in anti-spin. Basically the concept of anti-spin is you're doing a regular spin, and then you're continuing the spin as you change the hand's direction, and it'll go into anti-spin. So if you imagine doing this pattern, keeping the spin continuous, but reversing the hand's direction. It almost looks like one of these with extra beats and moving around your body. But so, basically first move is, you come to that position, same as with the regular spin, but then instead of keeping behind the back and transitioning like that, instead of transitioning like that, what you do is you come back in front of the body to the other side. So you go here to here, and then the next beat, instead of crossing with arcs to the other side, you're crossing with in-spin arcs. So basically, if you think about regular spin wings linking arcs together, as you can see, every single time I go between the beats, it's always an arc movement, some sort of an extension, you know. With anti-spin, it's always an in-spin arc, or almost like a pedal, but not necessarily. Because they're definitely not extensions, but they're arcs on the inside, so that's why I just call them arcs. So regular spin wings, you have arcs on the outside. Anti-spin wings, you have arcs on the inside. The transitions are really weird. This move takes a lot of practice, but eventually you can combine this with you can combine it with anti-spin patterns of, yeah, never mind. But yeah, I'll bust out some sticks now. Alright, I'll show you with the green ones. Regular spin wings with 4 beats. Show you a little side view. All beats are behind the back. Starting with split time butterfly over the shoulder. Right hand goes over to the left shoulder first, or if you're starting with the other side, left hand to the right shoulder. You can do it in 2 beats. You can do it in 6 beats. And basically you want all the beats to stay behind your back. That's how it keeps the wings concept down. But basically there's always that line of symmetry. Like mirror moves, I've heard somebody call these before. Or I've heard somebody else, the guy who taught it to me, call these 8-beat butterfly. That would be Leaf. Leaf taught them to me. But anyways, so you got those. You can do them in anti-spin with the arcs on the inside as opposed to on the outside. And you can combine these with all sorts of other things that you want to. Lots of great stuff to do in here. You can do them vertically, like that. Of course, those aren't as clean. And I've seen BX Commando do the vertical ones in anti-spin or reverse, you know, with the arcs on the inside. I've seen him do it before in his 1-year video, so he should have this concept down as well. But so yeah, that was my tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I should be coming up with more at some point in time soon. But otherwise, yeah, thanks.